I've stepped into the black, I say, hey now.
I'm Naja Bradley for GeorgiaDogs.com here in Stegman Coliseum, where tonight the Bulldogs defeated the Young Harris Mountain Lions 86-52. Here's a look at some of the highlights.
The Bulldogs settle into their first offensive possession of the season. Feed down to Florvius. Big Floor takes it inside, turns around and dunks it with two hands. Vincent Williams charges on the baseline, pulls it out, gives it to Jurisic, top of the key, goes to Brantley on the left wing and back to Vinny. And Vinny nails a three from straight away. Cleared by Tim Dixon for Georgia. Dogs ball. Here's KCP. Foul line extended. Won't go from the right side. Rebounded by Dante Williams. His putback is no good. Dixon couldn't get the follow. And then Dante just stuffed it with one hand off the iron. Gentavious carries it across the timeline. Nemi, long, deep three. Nothing but net. Wow. Look at Mark Fox. Pulls it away on his hip. They distribute to KCP on the right wing. Quick feed inside. John Cannon got in, got open and scored. He tries to lay it up from the left side and misses badly. Dogs rebound quickly. Feed it to Gaines for a three. 3 seconds to shoot. 1 second. We won't take that last shot. That'll be the ball game as Morris slips the official the ball. And your final score is Georgia 86 and Young Harris 52.
It was good. You know, practice really does show up when we perform. So we were kind of looking for those to fall. And we knew it would be hard to defend. So, you know, we wanted to kind of get them up and get them in there.
Did you get thrown off a little bit by how, like, you know, intense Young Harris kind of came out? You know, there was 9 lead changes in the first half. You guys were battling back and forth.
Yeah, I was thrown off a little bit, but I mean, everybody's coming out here to compete, so you really got to look forward to that coming from anybody we play.
The Bulldogs are back in action, playing in regular season November 9th at 7 p.m. right here in Stegman Coliseum against Jacksonville. Be sure to come out and support the Bulldogs. For GTV, I'm Naja Bradley.
Kevin Kopp here for GeorgiaDogs.com at Stegman Coliseum. Georgia men's basketball opening their 2012-2013 season here in Athens on Friday night with a 68-62 win over the Jacksonville Dolphins. Let's go ahead and take a look at Friday night's highlights.
Seven seconds on the shot clock. Six, he'll take a long three from about 25 feet and drain it. It's good. 3-0 Dogs. With the bounce pass stolen by KCP. Top of the circle, he'll jam it home with two hands on the other hand with his first field goal. Rebound pulled down by Brantley for the Dogs. Now to KCP. He is on the line. Good. They're going to give him a two-pointer.
Give him a three.
Let's say three-pointer. Okay, it's a three-pointer. Georgia back the other way. Jurisic for three. Good from the right side. Powell tried to go to the other. Glenn Powell couldn't get the handle. Man comes away with it to Sherrod Brantley. Up good and a foul. Coach Warren wants a foul as well for Jacksonville on that one. 56-48. Dogs lead is 8. There goes KCP, baseline up and good. There he goes.
I didn't think in the second half we played with much spirit. You know, I thought we were a little bit out of rhythm. But the important thing is we were able to win the game. And I thought we had some very good moments in the first half. I thought our defense in the first half was very good. I thought our defense in the second half was awful. But certainly a lot to learn from and a good first step.
Georgia returns to action right here at Stegman Coliseum Monday night at 7 o'clock p.m. as they take on Youngstown State. You can check back to GeorgiaDogs.com on Monday night for complete video highlights and post-game interviews. Here at Stegman Coliseum, I'm Kevin Kopp for GTV.
Dana McGaw here at Stegman Coliseum, where Thursday night the Georgia men's basketball team lost a heartbreaker to Southern Miss, 60-62, the final score, the Dogs falling into overtime. Let's take a look at the highlights.
Now, got to get it along the baseline, attack it down there.
Vincent Williams, lob pass, left wing to Thornton. Fake, back to Vinny. 3 straight away. Good. First points of the game go to Vincent Williams, and the Dogs lead it 3-0. Screen by Cannon. They switch defensively. Vinny's going to have to force one. Scoops it up as the clock expires, and it goes off the glass. Oh, a running scoop shot by Vinny Williams. Morris looks, Brantley, long 3 on the inbound. Got it! Holy smokes! Brantley hit a 30-footer. Contavious inbounds to Nimi. Long look at the 3. Fires and he drains it. Mimi Jurisic from downtown. 55-53. We draw the within 2. First possession of the overtime goes to Georgia. Trying to take their first lead since it was 3-2. Southern Miss stays in that point zone. Long 3, Nimi skims off the rim, no good. Rebound, Thornton up underneath. The putback is good. That's the Dogs' first lead since the 18-minute mark in the first half, and Thornton provides the lead. Dribbles to his right, one-handed pass into the corner. Here's Davis out of the corner. Thornton goes with him. They send it to Brooks, left corner 3, good. Flash a guy out for a 3. Thornton looks. KCP turns, shoots, and almost banked it in. Clanks off the iron, off the glass, and Southern Miss is going to win it by a score of 62-60 in overtime.
We had a lot of opportunities in front of us. You know, we haven't played well out of the gate, but we have a lot of opportunities in front of us, and it's a game at a time, and with this group, it's a day at a time. There's so much to learn from this game, and I thought that all of our freshmen, who I thought really hurt us the last time out, were all better players today. But we all have to continue to improve.
The Dogs return to action Monday night against Indiana. You can listen live here on GTV with a GTV subscription. For GTV, I'm Dana McGaw.
Kevin Kopp here for GeorgiaDogs.com at Stegman Coliseum. On Monday night, despite a career-high 27 points from Contavious Caldwell-Pope, the Georgia Bulldogs fell to 1-1 on their 2012-2013 season with a 68-56 loss to Youngstown State. Let's take a look at Monday's highlights.
8-zip Penguins leading here tonight in Athens. 15-55 first half. KCP for 3, and that ends the drought right there. Cole, a 5'11" sophomore guard. High rainbow floater coming from the left side is good by Kendrick Perry. Morris, top of the key, goes to Contavious on the far side. Caldwell-Pope will put it on the floor and drive through the lane. Left-hand layup, good off the glass. Brantley directing some traffic, holding on the right wing. Guarded by Blake Allen. Brantley drives to the left elbow, sends it to KCP on the bounce. He hits the baseline 2. Georgia basketball, Thornton with a right-hand dribble. Drops it off to Jurisic. He sees an opening, but it closes quickly. KCP off the pass from Nimi for 3, good from the right side. Jumper left baseline by Youngstown on the inbounds play is no good. Dogs rebound and sprint it up the floor. Dixon with a head fake in the circle, sends it down low. Big Florvius, the jump hook is good, and a foul. Kendrick Perry now turns it over on a quick dribble up the other way. Feeds Brantley for a one-handed dunk as he barely got it over the rim. Long 3-pointer by Contavious, off the mark, rebounded by Youngstown State. They'll cover up the ball and dribble out the clock, and that's the ball game. And your final score, Youngstown State 68 and Georgia 56. Dogs now 1-1. The Penguins improve to 2-0.
That's a frustrating loss. You have to give Youngstown State credit. They came in here to beat our tail, and that's what they did. We played very poorly offensively in the first half, and you set the game back 10 years. The way we played offensively in the first half, and shoot 12%, come back in the second half and shoot 48%, and only have 4 turnovers in the second half, where in the first half we had 11. And we can't play that immaturely offensively and have chances to win. We got beat. We didn't play well, and we didn't play well the other night once we got a lead, and we got away with it with a win. And today, we didn't get away with it. and hopefully this will be a good stepping stone for us, because it's certainly a teachable moment.
Georgia now 1-1 on their 2012-2013 season. This very busy week here at Stegman Coliseum with 5 games in 7 days continues for the men's team on Thursday night as they'll take on Southern Miss 8 o'clock p.m. And you can check out complete video highlights and post-game interviews right here on GTV. For GeorgiaDogs.com, I'm Kevin Kopp.
KCP with the ball. Now to Dante Williams. He'll shoot long distance, a long 2 just inside the arc. Contavious, right corner, Thornton feeds it in. Jurisic to the basket, turns and shoots and scores. An easy lay-in against the double team. I shouldn't say easy. Nice pass inside. Dante Williams gets the basket. It rolls in, and a foul on the play. And Dante will go to the line for a 3-point opportunity. Under 15 minutes to go. Watford drives on the baseline, throws it up there, no good. There comes Olapito, skying for the rebound. Goes back to Vinny on the left wing. Florvius trying to post up. Long 3, Brantley barely draws iron. Rebound, Nimi gives it to KCP. 3 from the right corner, good! On the logo at the middle of the floor. Now with less than a minute to go, they work. Fires it under the basket. Catch, reverse layup, good. Beautiful execution by Indiana. Now going to dribble left, got a screen from Florvius. Here comes the 3. Banked it in off the square. KCP for 3. Williams to Brantley, steps behind the 3, measures it, shoots. Good! Gerard, Brantley. Left to right, the Dogs work. To the rim, Nimi from the wing. Jurisic with the lay-in, good. And was that Williams or Brantley with it? Vincent will back it up with 10 seconds on the clock. He's guarded by Drew, screened by Dante, screen and roll. Vincent dumps it off in the lane, lay in, good. Rebounded by Dante Williams on the right baseline. Gives it up to Charles Mann, diagonal into the front court. KCP to Nimi, got in deep and scored on the right low block. To Mann, fires a pass to Gaines. Gaines, kick into the corner, move the ball up to Mann. Charles is going to attack, running finger roll, good with the kiss off the glass. And another timeout, UCLA. 15-6, Dogs lead by 9. KCP, top of the key 3. Looks like they're giving him the 3, but he doesn't take it. Sends it down low to Nimi. A little fancy footwork, and Jurisic under the backboard. Lays it up and in. He got the bounce. Jurisic with 8. Dogs lead it by 8, 20-12. They play catch on the left side. Mann sees penetration, drives inside, kick out to Brantley. Now they give it to KCP. Shot fake, gives it to Mann. Back to Contavious. This time he'll shoot the 3 and nail it. Charles Mann out front. Gives it to KCP, flashes out above the arc. Going to take a long, deep 3 and nail it. 24-footer. Contavious Caldwell Pope. Timeout, UCLA. Brantley chases it down, 13 to shoot. Left corner, there goes Contavious. Got hammered on the baseline, no call. We get the ball out of the air, shoot a 3, good! To KCP in a hurry, 5 seconds to go. Contavious to the rim, lay in good with the left hand. 2.1 seconds to go. It's a 4-point game, 60-56. But not enough time. 2.1 seconds. We foul. No, we don't foul. We let it go. And that's the ball game. 60-56, the final. Patrick on his tail. Oh my goodness, what a move by Nimi, and he laid it up and in from deep under the basket.
I think the Tuba player went for the pump fake too. What a great with 2 guys from South Florida.
Thornton works against the double team. Spin move, got the roll. Count the bucket and the foul. Marcus Thornton getting it done. He had a double team going on, a guy defending him in the front and the back. He split the D and scored. Now he's got a chance for a 3-point play. Now the pass goes back to Vincent Williams. Cannon sets the screen right, but Vinny Williams goes left. Here's Thornton for 3. Rainbow, good. Oh, the Rainmaker. Marcus Thornton with his first three-pointer of the season, only the 7th of his career. Gives it to KCP and sets a screen. Here comes a three. It's good! KCP for three downtown. 35-33. And Stan Heath off the bench to call a time for South Florida. Vinny double-teamed on the side, gives it to Nemi. Looks at the three, going to dribble and drive. Take it, throw it up and in. Good off the glass. He took Corey White to the rack. To Charles Mann. He reverses to KCP. Mann's going to attack. Kick out Brantley. Open three. Got a great look. And it's good. Sherrard Brantley. No one guarded him, and Brantley made him pay. It's 39-38. We trail by one. Trying to fight through the back line of that zone down there. Now Poland's going to attack. Fell to the floor. Picked up by KCP. Here goes KCP with a little showtime and a two-handed jamaroo. KCP gives the Dogs the lead, 40-39. 5 seconds to shoot. Thornton against the double team. Short shot won't go. Rebound tapped up, controlled by Jurisic, and he put it back up. He missed. Dante with a rebound. They block it. Throws it up, falling down, and it goes. Boy, there was a lot of action down there, and there were no whistles. Holy smokes.
Great hustle.
On 32 and not 2. KCP for three. Rattles and stays good. He hit a three off a curl from the left wing, and Georgia calls a quick timeout. We'll keep it right here. 58-point baseball pass into the front end. Poland catches it over the shoulder, curls around at the foul line, and we'll try to dribble out the clock. Mark Fox says don't foul. We've got less than 10 to go, and the chant USF begins here in the Sun Dome, and the Bulls will improve to 5-2, and the Dogs will drop to 2-5, and that's the ball game. And a final 64-53.
Dana McGaw here at Stegman Coliseum, where Friday night the Georgia men's basketball team defeated ETSU 54-38, the final score. Let's take a look at the highlights from the Dogs' win.
ETSU in the 2-3. We go inside to Nemi, drop it down low, and a dunk by Dante. Coming hard from the right baseline. A two-handed throwdown. Dogs with a 4-0 lead. Thornton bullets one inside to KCP. Moving to his left, missed the short jumper. Rebound underneath Nemi. And he comes out from under the backboard and puts it up and in. Good. Vincent into the corner to KCP. They feed Cannon. Turn. Right-handed jumper. Hangs in there and falls. Good. Dribbles left. Feeds McClain. Through the circle. Down the right side of the lane. Throws it up. No good. Rebound tipped up. Corralled by Thornton. Long pass up ahead to KCP. And a throwdown. Tomahawk style. KCP with a jam and a timeout. With Remberts and Barueta out front. Dogs working around the perimeter, back and forth. Inside now to the foul line. Over to Williams for a three. Left wing. Good! Goes to Mann on the right wing. 17 to shoot. KCP forces it to Cannon on the left baseline. He throws it into Dixon. Hook pass to Mann. Fakes the shot. Going to drive. Lean in. And kiss off the glass as he crashes to the floor. Charles Mann with a hustling basket to make it 41-25. But into the post. Out on the right corner to Jurisic. Cross-court pass to Brantley on the left side. Now back inside to Cannon. And a spin move on the left block. Jump hook is good by Cannon. Left elbow to Dante. Back out on the wing to Thornton. Working around KCP. Ball fake. They closed in two guys on him. Nemi. Hard pass. Right elbow to Thornton. Backdoor feed down low to Dante and a dunk. Cross-court pass. Give it back to Nemi on the right side. Right baseline. Dante. Quick pass left wing. Here's Vincent for three. Around the rim and good. Vincent Williams. 10 seconds to play. Stramaglia lobs it into the post. Now Wilson tries a reverse layup. It's blocked by Dixon. Wilson gets it back, shoots on a little 4-foot fade. That won't go. Rebound, knocked out front, and that's the ball game. Battled right down to the very end, and Georgia wins it by a final of 54-38.
That was a hard-fought effort by both teams. We've had a lot of games I think we had 5 games in 12 days. And the hard part of that is there hasn't been a lot of practice time in that span to address the weaknesses that we now know we have. But I felt like that we used the games and the learning experiences from New York to be a better and more efficient offensive team tonight, and that was the key to our win. We still turned the ball over too much, but we shot a terrific percentage because we were very patient and very mature with the basketball at most times.
It was a good win for us. I bounced back, dropping 3 games in a row, so we really needed a win. So we just played hard, rebounded, executed on offensive end, and got a lot of defensive stops. So it was a good win overall.
With the win, the Dogs improved to 2-4 on the season. Check back to GeorgiaDogs.com throughout the rest of the week for all of your latest news and updates on the Georgia men's basketball team. For GTV, I'm Dane McGaw. Have a great day, Bulldog Nation.
Ball working on the far right end of the floor. KCP on the right wing, thrown down low to Thornton. He's extended out to the right lane, trying to back down his man. Put it up, got it to go, and got fouled. Also in is John Cannon. KCP drives on the left baseline. There was a lane there, and it took him right to the hoop, and he laid it up and in. Throws it down on the right baseline to Jurisic. She twists the ball, puts it on the floor. Contact with his defender into the paint. Dumps it down low to Cannon underneath. Cannon goes, scores on the right side. Here's Vincent Williams on the right-hand dribble. He's guarded by Bolden. We go left side now to Gaines. He attacks and fights and muscles it up and in as Gaines gets it to rattle home. Dogs ball with KCP looking on the corner. Now we'll dribble it out front, top of the key. Found Jurisic wide open and an easy lay-in for the sophomore from Montenegro. Missed a couple. It's 48-37, Tech by 11. Dogs with the ball. Demi has it on the right low block, guarded by Halsey. Puts his hips on it. Now he's double teamed. Jump pass to the near side. KCP. Catch, shoot, 3. Good! Skip to Thornton above the arc on the right side. Thornton twists, feeds KCP. Takes it a man. They go down low. And Morris got posted up and scored. Tech loses it on the dribble. Picked up on the roll by Vincent Williams. Dogs have numbers 3-on-2. Vincent to the basket. Can't get it to go, but there's Dante with the follow and a two-handed dunk. 55-44 for the Bulldogs. Takes it all the way down the lane. Dishes off to Thornton. Thornton gets the lay-in and hangs on the rim. 11.5 to go. It's 60-53. Tech just needs to inbound and hang on to the ball. They give it to Miller in front of the Dogs bench. And the clock ticks down to 0, and that's the ball game.
I thought the difference in the game was three-point shooting by Tech. They shot the ball very well, especially in the first half, and built a lead. So we played uphill all night, and that's very hard to do on the road. And we put ourselves in a position to win the game late, and Udoka made some senior plays, and congratulate them on the win.
Dante fires to the near side to Vincent Williams. Tries to direct some traffic with Cannon where to set a pick. We go to Gaines. He'll hoist a 3. That's good. Kenny Gaines with a three-pointer and his first points of the contest. Kenny between the circles goes to KCP. Wanted the 3. The big 7'2" center got out on him. KCP moves to his right and drains a three-pointer. Point guard for Southern Cal. Inbounds pass intercepted by Mann. Mann in the front court, driving to the rim, a lay-in, good! Charles Mann with a nifty play. The steal inside the half-court line, and he took it and scored. Off-balance 3, back iron, no good. Nice rebound by KCP. Diagonal pass to Florvius running the floor, and the lay-in, good! Oh, he caught it and scored! Beautiful pass from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. 6 seconds to go in the half. Sends it to KCP on the right wing. Pivots with her left foot and then steps to his right, knocks down a long 2, about an 18-footer. Kentavious is smoking hot right now. Fade away from the left elbow, won't go. Rebound, tipped and controlled by Mann. Dogs want to run. Mann pushing it up the floor, weaving, kick out left side. KCP on the baseline. It's good! 18-footer! Morris to KCP on the left side, screened by Dante. Kentavious against the double team, shoots and rattles in. A two inside the arc. Arabi, the Giant, setting a screen. Fontaine lobs it to him on the right low block. Not a good decision. Tapped away by the Dogs. Mann retrieves it. Long pass up the sideline to KCP. Laying good.
Damn, I don't get what Southern Cal is trying to do here.
It's like you made your bed, you lay in it. Driving scoop layup. Charles Mann. That's going to do it, folks.
Man in double, no, he got 9 points for Man with 8 seconds to go. Dogs steal it on the other end. That's going to be the ball game.
That was a terrific win for our team because we scored the ball pretty efficiently versus a terrific defensive team. I think USC and Coach O'Neill, they're a great defensive team. Like us, with some new faces, they're going to be a work in progress offensively, but they're a great defensive team. And for us to score the ball efficiently versus that defense is really pleasing to me. And I was proud of our determination, and certainly our second half effort to start the half was really key for us because we were able to play in front, and that's a really good win going into the holidays.
Naja Bradley for GeorgiaDogs.com. After this 11-day break for finals, the Bulldogs were back in action here at Stegman Coliseum to take on the Iona Gales. This was the first time the two teams had met, and the Gales came out with the win in overtime with an 81-78 finish. Let's take a look at some of those highlights.
Dogs throw it in quickly. KCP, open look for 3, knocks it down from the right corner. Dogs up to Morris. Feeds it to Dante for a two-handed uncontested dunk. Dennis misses a 3. Dogs rebound it and fire it up the other way. KCP with a 3 around the rim and good to make it 23-14. The Dogs working. Oh my goodness! Alley-oop from KCP to Dante Williams. Left wing to right rim and a dunk. Into the left corner. Here comes a 3 ball with 4 seconds to go. That's no good. KCP might get a good look at half court. He throws. Oh! He knocked it down! And that's the Comcast triple play of the game. Holy smokes, from just beyond the half court line. KCP gives the Dogs the lead. Lob to the rim. And off the hands of Sledge, who was trying to go up high and dunk it, picked off by Man. He dribbles and drives, feeds into the left corner. KCP comes in for a stuff. He got jammed by the rim. There's Morris for the follow and the putback. KCP splits a double team inside the half court line. Attacks and scores. A whistle and a foul. Count the basket for KCP. And Sledge has killed the dribble. Man guarding him. Pass is intercepted. KCP. A little showtime, baby. A two-handed stump by Kentavious, and the Dogs lead it 62-60. You got 60 seconds to play some defense and hold on to a one-possession game. Jones dribbles inside. Kick out Armand for 3. Good. We're tied. 54.8 to go. 41 seconds to play, shot clock at 24. Dogs trail by a point. Here's Gaines in the circle. He's open. He knocks down a 17-footer. Clock at 25 and ticking down. Shot clock is off. We're in overtime. Momo attacks, kick out, 3 ball, left side, good. Nimi takes it, gives it to KCP. He heaves it up at the horn, hits the top of the backboard, and that's the ball game. He hit the upper right corner of the backboard.
Boy, we missed 16 free throws in the second half alone, and it's hard to win basketball games when you do that. And our team has not learned how to win yet. You know, we have put ourselves in position, but that's something that you learn as a unit, and we obviously haven't learned that yet. And we played a very awkward lineup tonight. In a very young lineup, our 3 freshmen in the game together most of the game. Brandon Moore is forced to play the 4 because of injuries this week. I thought under the circumstances, really limited what we could run offensively because he's only been there for 2 days. But under the circumstances, I thought he competed pretty well.
Be sure to come out and support the Bulldogs as they take on the Mercer Bears on Tuesday morning at 11:30 a.m. This will be the second game in the 5-game homestand that the Bulldogs are taking for the non-conference games. So be sure to come out and support them. For GTV, I'm Naja Bradley. Hello there, Naja Bradley for GeorgiaDogs.com here in Stegman Coliseum. After meeting for the 3rd time ever with the FAMU Rattlers, the Bulldogs came out with a win 82-73. Let's take a look at some of those highlights.
Here's Morris on the left wing. Work it around the perimeter. KCP right side. Lob it to the basket. Wow, Dante was wide open. Tried an alley-oop. Florvius top of the key. Morris now left wing. Jurisic trying to post up, asking for the ball. He gets it. Steps into the paint. Oh, nice move. Moves to the baseline after he faked inside and puts it up off the window. Good. First points for Nemi. Now he's made his first 2 of the game. Here's Brantley for 3. He answers. Sherrard with a 3. Georgia has possession. Williams behind a screen from Dante Williams. Work it into the corner. Sherrard's wide open. Bottom on that long 3 from the left corner. Adams attacks. Nemi holds his defensive ground. He misses. They rebound. Outlet to KCP, who will dunk it with 2 hands on the other end in a fast break bucket. With the basketball. Work it around the perimeter. Nemi open 3. Got the look and he drains it. They steal on the far side of the floor. Have trouble with the dribble. The ball is loose. We take it back on the other side of the half-court line. Morris drives down the lane, feeds it to KCP, and the lay-in is good by Kentavious. Bullard with a left-hand dribble. Above the arc on the left side of the floor. Starts right, then left. Throws it into the lane. Ball deflected and stolen by the Dogs. Here's Morris. Dogs with numbers 3-on-1 to feed to Jurisic, and the lay-in good. The whistle and the foul. Nemi off balance. Lead back to 10. FAMU has not led today. And the Dogs have been ahead by as much as 18. Here's Morris inside. An emphatic 2-handed power dunk as he worked his way to the rim. Man, foul. They don't call it. Take away. Here's Kellum. And blocked by Morris. Wow. Oh, what a rejection.
You know, our defense was good, so we got some things in transition. We made some 3-point shots. You know, I thought that we spaced the floor really well. You know, one thing we're not playing. We don't have any selfishness on our team as far as not passing other guys the ball or taking shots we shouldn't take. We're very unselfish, and I thought we had at one point. I thought we had, you know, 11 or 12 assists to 2 or 3 turnovers, and I thought we were playing pretty good team ball and finishing some plays in the first half. But a lot of it was predicated by good defense. Well, we're getting better as a team. You didn't see it in the second half today. You probably saw some of it in the first half, but we're getting better despite ourselves. You know, so. A long way to go, but we've made some progress.
The Bulldogs are back in action here in Stegman Coliseum in the new year. January 4th, they'll face George Washington. So be sure to come out to Stegman Coliseum and support the Bulldogs. You can catch live audio right here on GeorgiaDogs.com, and you can also expect full highlights after the game. For GTV, I'm Naja Bradley.
The Dogs work. Here's KCP with the ball now. Drives to the top of the key and stops. Beats Morris. Straddles the 3 and knocks down a long 2-pointer. About a 19.5-footer by the freshman. Morris cuts off the baseline. Rotate the ball. Stolen by KCP. Great anticipation. And a 2-handed dunk on the other end. KCP stole it at half court and flushed it through on the other end to tie the ball game at 4. The shot clock is at 12. Man with a crossover inside the foul line. Kick it out to Nemi for 3. It's good. Jurisic, a soft touch from the 3 left to the circle. Nemi holds it high on the right side above the arc. Now he's going to dribble and drive down to the baseline. The kiss off the glass is good. Jurisic off to a fine start tonight. Dogs ball, 11 to shoot. KCP will fire a 3, nothing but net, top of the key. Bynes gets a screen to his right. Bynes jump past to Larson above the foul line, shoots a 16-footer, good over Florvius. So George Washington turns it over on their first possession. A chance to tie with a 3. 21-18, here's Vinny for the tie. Good! Vincent Williams with the 3, and we're knotted at 21. Colonials by 3. Their big lead has been 5. Ours has been 5. But we haven't led since about the 7-minute mark in the first half. Up and in. Dante, I think. Yes, Dante Williams. Feeds it into the post to Larson. Back out to Savage for a 3. Dreadfully short. Rebound KCP. Down the floor comes Kentavious with a right-hand dribble. Oh, my goodness. Oh, get out of the way. Here I come with a tomahawk slam. Wow. Long pass up the sideline. Deflected. Almost taken away by GW. KCP gets it, falls to his belly. Rolls it out to Brantley, who hits a 3. from the right wing. Holy smokes, what a play by KCP to keep that ball alive. Brantley to man above the arc, 13 to shoot. Charles attacks inside, skips to Nimi, and the lay-in good with the kiss off the glass. Mann's penetration got Jurisic open. Man fakes the pass, now drives to the foul line to Jurisic. He drives and scores, and he got a blocking foul called on George Washington. Jurisic nearly unstoppable tonight.
When it really mattered, I thought we got our energy back, our spirit back, and beat a good team. And we really was proud of a lot of kids' effort. Nemi came back and made some really good plays for us. John Florvis was certainly a big factor tonight, and it's a good win. And all that being said, with the turnover issue, still a good win.
It really boosts our confidence. We've been playing real hard defensively, trying to board, been practicing real hard, and we've been trying to let the game flow a little bit for us, you know what I'm saying? And we know we're going into league play, so we're playing in a good league, playing a tough team, Florida on Wednesday, and we just got to come in and play hard and do whatever it takes to win.
Probably it was a slow start. We had to gain our confidence. We experienced a little bit with the players, with the freshmen, and now we're kind of getting back into the game. And these 4 games in a row will definitely help our confidence, and we'll be ready to start SEC.
More than 5 minutes in, we're down 11-0. Florvius holds, goes to his left to Brantley. Rosario's guarding the former junior college transfer. Florvius, one dribble across to Vincent Williams on the right side of the floor. Gators in a man. 11 to shoot. Vincent Williams drives to the top of the key and works his way down the lane, puts it up from 4 feet, and it goes. KCP holds it high, fakes the interior pass, sends it left to Vincent Williams. Screen by Dixon. Williams dribbles behind it. One-handed bounce pass to Cannon. Cannon shoots from the right side of the lane and knocks down a 4-footer. Front iron, no good. Rebound, Frazier. Lay-in, won't go. Gets another rebound. We block his shot with Dixon. Taken away by Mann. Long pass up the floor. KCP fouled. He was going to dunk it. He lays it in instead. Murphy got the foul. Count the basket. And one for KCP. His first points to the game. Dogs working around the perimeter. They push Morris a little bit. He receives the pass top of the key. Jab step goes to Brantley on the left wing. Skip it into Nimi. Jurisic bumping into the lane. Lets it fly with a right hand. Good. Young is 6'9" from Jacksonville. Averaging almost 11 points a game for the Gators and 6.5 rebounds. Here's Morris open for a dunk from the left side. Skip it down to Nimi. He's double teamed. They knocked the ball away from him. He got it back. Jump hook with a right hand. Over the defender, won't go. KCP with the rebound. He fights for the putback and scores high off the glass.
What a tough kid, man. Getting after it.
Dogs beat the Gators' pressure. Skip it to Dixon. He scores from the left block on the dish from Charles Mann. They work on the logo, middle of the floor. Go to Cannon, left of the circle. Down low to KCP. He's double teamed. He shoots over it and scores. Georgia basketball, 12 seconds to shoot. KCP curls around, runs down the left baseline, finds an opening, banks it in good. And the rebound taken down by KCP. Bodies fall on the other end. Young actually helps Florvius up, and they race down the floor. Mann hits a pull-up jumper right of the lane for the Dogs. Comes over to Nimi, holds it high, sends it down into the post to Florvius. And he shoots it with a right hand, pushes it up there, banks it in off the square. Couldn't fill it up with a running layup. 10 seconds to go. Dogs rebound that miss. Here's Eccles for 3 for Georgia. And the Dogs walk on, misses off the rim, and the Gators rebound, and they'll walk out the clock. And that's the ball game. Final from Gainesville, Florida 77, and Georgia 44. Dante's trying to post up, and KCP's down there trying to run it too. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Vincent Williams curls around, the handoff inside, and a two-handed dunk by Dante Williams. Now Morris will work his way down to the right baseline. He's double-teamed, jump pass to the left side of the floor. Here's a pull-up jumper on the left baseline. KCP knocks down the mid-range jumper from 15. Gives it to Florvius, back over to Williams on the right side. Nice fake and a drive to the left, and Vincent Williams down the lane, and his layup stays in. It bounced off the rim several times, and he got fouled. Count the basket. Vincent Williams, boy, he made a nice move on Pressey. Jab step Slon to the right, and then he moved left and right down the lane. Mann has it now, 5 on the shot clock. Mann sees the clock, hoists the 3, nothing but net. KCP with it in his hands now. He feeds Vincent Williams left side of the floor. Senior from Homestead, Florida, holds it high, gives it to Kentavious in the corner, screened by Dante. KCP will shoot the 3, good. Brantley open on the right wing, passes to Vincent Williams, gives it to KCP. They stick 2 guys in the zone on him. He dribbles back and forth, finds Vincent with 5 on the clock. 3-pointer, good. Vincent Williams just above and to the right of the circle. Williams with 11 points here in the first half and 2 threes. Williams hops into the front court, gets a screen from Jurisic, takes the feed, gives it over to KCP. Dogs try to hold for 1 shot, but here it comes with 20 seconds to go, and KCP hits a 3. And now they have equaled their big lead of the game. It was 8 at the half, and now it's back up to 14. Dogs with Florvius in the contest. Also Sherrard Brantley, KCP off a curl 3-pointer. Good from the right side. We're down 11. Florvius, 1 dribble, handoff to Vincent Williams. Scoops it down to Jurisic, left low block into the paint. Jump hook right hand. Won't go back iron. Florvius with the rebound. He puts it back and around the rim and good. Dogs into the front court. Brantley and Gaines in the ball game now. Vincent Williams pulls up, short range jumper left of the lane. He banks it in good. Gaines with a jab step, screened by Dante, penetrates, kick out above the perimeter to Vincent Williams, 14 to shoot. Jurisic inside the arc, long 2 is good. Nimi knocks out an 18-footer. Dante Williams now on the dribble, hands off to KCP, slides to his right. Feed Vincent, open 3, good. Williams is red hot tonight. Vincent with 18 points. Morris, open 3. Here comes by the left-hander. Good! Brandon Morris with the 3-pointer. That's his 2nd of the year. 3:04 to play. Gets a screen from Cannon. Dribbles hard to the right. Now curls around under the rim again. Finds Nimi all by himself for a 3. Good from 23 feet. Jurisic with a long, deep 3 straight away, and it's 70-55. 77-59. The lead grows. Went for another steal on the wing. Didn't get that one. Dogs fire a 3. No good by Mann. Rebound goes back to Kenny Gaines, and he will hit the 3 from the top of the key, and Georgia calls a time.
Hello there for GeorgiaDogs.com. I'm Naja Bradley here in Stegman Coliseum, where today was the clash of the Bulldogs. Mississippi State did get the win over Georgia with a final score of 72-61. Georgia got a slow start but picked it up late in the first half. KCP led with 16 points, and Mississippi State got off to a hot start and just never looked back.
Dogs with the ball. Mann attacks down the lane, flips it up, left it short. Rebound Dixon. He shoots, he banks it in.
1-3-1 defense.
KCP, long 3, good. He strokes it just right of the circle as Kentavious hits the 3-pointer. Not 41%, but they're off to a hot start. KCP tries to match it, and he answers. Another 3 left of the circle for Kentavious. He's got 6, and it's 13-9. Dribbles it very low below his knees. Pass to the wing, stolen by KCP. Here's a little showtime by Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the driving two-handed stuff. Dogs 1. Here's KCP driving across the lane, lets it fly, missed it. Nimi Jurisic rebounds and goes to work underneath with a reverse lay-in from the left side. Brandon Morris, who checked back in after the timeout. KCP, catch, shoot, 3, stroke it! Kentavious with 14. That's his 4th 3 of the ball game. 5:45 to go. Dogs with a steal. Morris attacks down the lane and floats it up and in good with a left hand. And a timeout, Rick Ray. Mississippi State had it stolen, and Morris, who just made the free throws, got the bucket and the steal. Top of the key, Borkert with a hand on his body, reaching in, trying to knock the ball loose. Mann spins away from the screen, drives to the basket, flips it up and in with a right hand, good on the layup. Williams jump pass to Jurisic on the block. Beautiful feed, and Nimi finishes with the lay-in. 11:22 to go, so still a lot of game to play. We tried alley-oop. There it is, alley-oop lob pass from KCP, and the dunk finish by Dante Williams. Head fake left, drives right by Brantley. Shot altered at the backboard by Dante Williams. He may have tipped it. Dogs take it away. Here's Mann going to drive and lay it up and in at a blocking foul. Count the basket for the freshman Charles Mann. Has his pocket pick, couldn't control the pass. State going to run it the other way. Holy smokes, what a block! Kentavious Caldwell-Pope to the rim on the other one. Mr. Running layup. Dogs rebounded. Dixon to Gaines. Gaines, go to the basket, buddy. Gaines to the rim. Laying good. Timeout. The final 5 seconds to play. Georgia will lose a tough one here. Find Vincent Williams open underneath for a lay-in, and that makes it 72 to 61. And State will inbound, and the final 4/10 of a second will expire, and so will Georgia's chances.
I thought the difference in the game, I don't think we defended very well out the gate, and then I felt like in the second half they guarded our shooting guard and we didn't guard theirs. You know, we couldn't get Kentavious a good look at the basket, and their shooter got plenty, and that was the difference in the game. And our defense failed us, and we've got to get somebody else who can score the ball when they take Kentavious away, and we're having trouble doing that right now. I got to give them credit for really defending us well in the second half, but we had a tough time at the foul line, and it's a disappointing loss.
The Bulldogs are back in Stegeman Coliseum on Wednesday, January 16th at 8 o'clock to take on SEC newcomer Mizzou. Be sure to come out and support the Bulldogs right here in Stegeman. For GTV, I'm Naja Bradley.
John Cannon twists left, passes to Mann with 7 to shoot. Crossover dribble by Mann, left baseline, double team. He forces it up, draws iron, no good. Tap in, good. Is that Dixon?
Tim Dixon,
yes,
boy.
sir. Out front to Harris. He lost the ball, the dribble. Holds on the floor, saved by Mann, diving for it in front of the Georgia bench. Up ahead to KCP, and the runner is good. He lets it go about a foot away from the basket, and it floats right over the rim, good. Aggies with the ball. Stolen by KCP on the far side to the rim, and a little showtime as he flushes it with 2 hands and swings back. Kentavious with a steal and a dunk, and it's 12-6. To Dante, top of the key. They lob it into the post to Nimi Jurisic. He was double teamed. It was batted away. Brantley picked it up on the left baseline and knocked down a soft 8-footer from the left side. Right side to KCP. They rotate left. Keep it above the perimeter. Mann with a screen from Florvius. Drives, falls at the right elbow. Kicks the ball out to KCP. Hoists to 3. Good. Kentavious with a 3-pointer. Almost the same spot where he hit that one earlier. He was a deep 3 for the wraparound. Threw it to a black shirt. That was the only problem with that play. Dogs intercept the pass. Push it up the floor. Right corner, Brantley. Here comes the 3. Good. Mann, Brantley, and KCP on the floor for the Dogs. Mann penetrates. Kick out to Kentavious. Wide open 3. Good. Into the left corner. Goes to Brandon Morris, who's back in for Georgia. Jurisic now for 3 from the right wing. Good. Right of the circle, Nimi Jurisic gets his name in the scorebook. Goes back to Mann, high on the left wing to KCP with a screen. Doesn't take the 3. Dribbles into the corner. Now here's room for a 3, and he drains it. Officials are telling the Georgia bench to sit down on the right end. Mann to the right baseline. Scoop it up, and Dante with a tap in. Dante got the tap in. And that's it. The Dogs win the game 59-52.
Naja Bradley for GeorgiaDogs.com here in Stegeman Coliseum after a hard-fought SEC battle between the Bulldogs and the LSU Tigers. Both teams came out looking for their first SEC win, and the Bulldogs came out on top with a final score of 67-58.
Brandon Morris clears it out for Georgia. Long up the near sideline to KCP, and a running 2-hand dunk from the left side. Contavious with his first points. Dogs off to a 6-1 lead. Left side of the floor to Morris, top of the key. There's Jurisic, holds it high. Backdoor feed to KCP, and the layup for the right side is good. Or back to Nimi in the front court. Throws it to the basket, and Dante steals it and then spins and dunks it. That was some strength and power shown by Dante Williams. Dogs ball, can tie it with a 3. Dante setting a screen. Here's KCP for 3, and it's tied. Kicked out. LSU with the basketball. They throw it away on the baseline. Dogs running it right to left up the floor. KCP to Brantley, and Brantley sidesteps the defender, got fouled and put it in. They will count the basket over the back edge of the rim, and Jurisic rebounds for Georgia. Outlet to man, diagonal pass to Morris. Spin move, lay in, good hole, yes sir. O'Brien, he's double teamed, falls to the floor, loses the handle. Man picks it up for Georgia, left to right, down the lane, kick out. Here comes the 3. KCP, it's good. He rattled in the 3. Man with a deep penetration down the lane and a kick out for an open 3-pointer. That's his first points of the night. 36-31. Dogs working the post with Florvius. He works against the big man and scores. Here's KCP dribbling on the left, spins away. Long 2 from the right side, won't go. Oh, yes, sir! Look at Brandon Morris. They didn't box him out. He came flying in from the left side. That's in the backcourt. Jurisic is trapped in double team. They give it to Williams across the timeline. Beats his man. Beats Dante. Slides along the baseline. And a two-handed dunk by big Dante Williams. He's in double figures with 11. Brantley, Caldwell, Pope, Jurisic, and Dante Williams on the floor. Here comes a Vinny 3. Good! Vincent Williams bangs one from the left wing. LSU ball, they go into the corner to Stringer, get it back to Collins, and the Dogs intercept the pass. KCP down the lane to the rim. Holy moly! A driving one-handed Stufferino. Go into Morris, he leans back in the lane, and I couldn't see who shot.
Dante.
I never saw him get the ball. I got completely screened out. Williams gets the shot to go, and he got fouled on the play. Contavious on the bounce. KCP, long 2, right side. Good! His toes were on the line. He knocked down about a 19-foot, 10-inch, 2-point shot. He's got 18 in the game, and the Dogs lead by 5. They've got some breathing room.
I was really proud of our team. I thought they played really hard. Certainly had some moments in the second half where we got a little sped up, but I thought we were able to compose ourselves and finish the game in a pretty solid fashion. So good, hard-fought win. Played pretty well in lots of areas. Didn't rebound it great. LSU's got a really good, talented team, hard-nosed team, and that was a hard-fought SEC game.
Be sure to come right back out to Stegman Coliseum. On Wednesday, the Bulldogs are gearing up to take on the Florida Gators. For GTV, I'm Naja Bradley. Hello there for GeorgiaDogs.com. I'm Naja Bradley here in Stegman Coliseum after the Georgia-Florida matchup. The Bulldogs came out hot in the first half leading into halftime, but Florida stiffened up on defense in the second half, getting the win over the Dogs with a final score of 64-47.
Man drives across. Murphy collides with him above the arc on the right side. Dogs go on the left side of the floor of the ball. Feed it into Florvius. Spins under the basket. Reverse lay in. Look at that move by Big John. He's been practicing. Man, right to KCP. Holds it high. Guarded by Boynton now. Now they put 2 men on him. He shakes away from Boynton. Here comes the 3. Good! KCP for 3. And it's 6-0 Dogs. 8-2, and the basketball. Man, behind the screen from Nimi. Here comes a long 3. Jurisic, good! Oh, Nimi, a fist pump. He's got 2 black eyes, and now he's got a 3-pointer. Dogs, Jurisic at half court to KCP. It's 1-on-2. Dante set a nice screen on Young, and KCP drove right behind him and laid it in off the glass, just above the key. Left side, Vinny has it now, 12 to shoot, 10:20 to go in the half. Left corner, Gaines, wide open 3, good! Kenny Gaines with an open 3. 11 seconds to shoot. Screen by Florvius, Man drives around, open for a 3, good! Nothing but net for Charles Mann. 6 seconds to go. Man, top of the key, defense forcing us way out. KCP for 3! Oh, he hit that one from Bogart! Holy smokes, at the horn it goes, and the Dogs lead it 27-24. Man man left side, screened by Jurisic. They throw it to Nemi on the far sideline. He goes baseline, tries to back down Murphy. Passes it across the lane to Dante. He works against you again and scores on a lay-in. Hits one that hurts. 48-32. Dogs trail by 16. The deficit growing each minute. KCP attacks, runner down the lane, lays it up with the left hand and goes. It's spun in good. 61-42 now. It's a 19-point Gator lead. And again, their average margin of victory, 22 points. KCP for three. Good from the left wing, and Georgia calls the time. Contavious with 16 points now, his third three of the game. Morris with the ball. Goes by Rosario, attacks the basket, running lay-in is good. And Georgia calls the time. Morris now with 8. As the clock ticks down under 7 seconds, the coaches will shake hands. The clock will hit 0, the horn will sound, and it'll be a win for the Florida Gators. The final score tonight here in Athens, Gators 64 and Georgia 47.
It's almost a tale of two halves. As well as we started the first half, we didn't start the second half well at all, and just couldn't stabilize our defense in the second half. You know, we just couldn't find a way to get stops in the second half, and they shot the ball very well. You have to give them credit for that. And they got a really good team, and I was disappointed in our second half performance, but it was up against a very good team who you have to give credit to.
For the first time ever, the Bulldogs will head down to College Station to take on SEC newcomer Texas A&M. The game starts at 6 p.m. and you'll have live audio coverage right here on GeorgiaDogs.com. For GTV, I'm Naja Bradley. Naja Bradley for GeorgiaDogs.com. The Auburn Tigers came to Stegman Coliseum to play a little basketball. Now, they got off to a pretty quick start, drawing first blood, but the Bulldogs picked it up around the 8-minute marker, going into halftime with a 4-point lead. Now, with a handful of turnovers, it was tough finding points for both of these teams, but KCP stayed consistent with 20 points this game, and the final score was 57-48 in Georgia's favor.
6 of 32, and he made his first attempt tonight. Vincent Williams dribbles and drives for the right side, leans in against the defender and scores off the glass. Vincent Williams taking it to the basket. It's 7-4, Dogs trail. Tigers lead the Dogs. Georgia gets it across the timeline with Charles Mann. The little guy, 5'10", Wallace all over him. Go down to Nemi Jurisic, pass across the lane to Dixon, and the layup is good by Tim Dixon. Over to KCP, he's guarded by Sullivan. Sends it right to Mann. Mann with Denson on it. Spins away to the baseline. Kicks it down on a bounce pass to Dante Williams, and he'll flush it with two hands on the dunk from the left side, and Auburn calls a timeout. KCP fakes it inside, keeps it out of the perimeter to Brantley. They go to Mann at the elbow. Dribble drive, left hand lay in, good! Oh, that was executed beautifully. Charles Mann with his first field goal of the contest, and the Dogs lead by 3. Auburn turns it over for the third time. Georgia's got 7 turnovers already, but Georgia's leading by 3. Here's a Brantley 3, making a 6-point lead now as Sherrard gets his first points of the contest. The Dogs with their 4th 3 of the half, and it's 26-20 Georgia. Short lob pass to Caldwell Pope, pulls up on the right baseline, knocks down the mid-range jumper. KCP with 14 points to give Georgia a 3-point lead, 38-35. He had position, but Mann able to tip it and then chase it down. Charles tucks it and run down the lane. Oh, the finger roll is good. He tucked it, he cradled it in his arm, and put it up and in. He got it to roll over the edge of the rim. Dogs 45-43. Skip it to Jurisic. He twists away from Chubb, dribbles it once, feeds Mann on the left wing. Above the arc, lobs it down to Dante, and push from behind, and he made the lay-in. And a foul on Alan Payne for Auburn. It's a 3-point opportunity coming up for Georgia. To the foul line, off-balance jumper, he throws it upside iron, no good. Rebound KCP, lob ahead into the front court to Brantley. Running layup is no good. There's KCP with the follow, and the putback is good. So the big guys are, for the most part, out of the ball game. Jurisic with a baseball pass, over the shoulder catch, Mann running, lane good! No foul as Mann ends up in the seats.
That was an SEC dogfight. You know, it really was a dogfight, and I thought both teams played really hard. It was an extremely physical game, you know, we really were gritty defensively. I thought offensively we got a little bit careless with it in the second half, turned it over too much, but we just kept fighting. And the Auburn's kids fought hard too. Boy, Auburn's team played really hard. That was a physical game, and we feel that that's a really good win, and we feel fortunate to get it.
The Bulldogs head out to South Carolina to take on the Gamecocks in their next game on Saturday, February 2nd at 1:45. You can expect live audio right here on GeorgiaDogs.com and a highlight package right after the game. For GeorgiaDogs.com, I'm Naja Bradley.
Still dribbling, now drives with the left hand, into the lane, kick out, wide open three, KCP, good! Williams into the front court for the Dogs. Brantley, nice pass from the corner to Florvius. Florvius catches, scores, and gets fouled. Lob to the rim, Nemi catches on the run, off the glass, good! Drives across, skips it to Charles Mann. Left-hand dribble, it comes back to the near side, in the lane, just inside the foul line, up and in. Brandon Morris dribbles it up on the right wing, into the corner to KCP. Shot fake, now he'll shoot. Boom! Yes, sir! Richardson, long, deep three straight away, nowhere near. Rebound taken by Mann. Mann pushes it down the middle of the floor, gives it to KCP, fakes the three. Step back, two, good from the right baseline. Kentavious with a dozen. Looking to break a 25 all-time. Mann attacks, drops it off to Cannon, and he scores wide open on the right block. Richardson wide open three, draws iron, no good. Rebound, Cannon tips it to KCP. He's off to the races. Kentavious to the rim, lay in good, and a foul. Charles kicks it right, Gaines for three. Get in there, yes, sir. Gaines with a three, he's got 9. Middle of the floor, beats KCP. Ellington getting all in KCP's business. Fadeaway three, missed it off the rim. Rebound, Dante, back to KCP. He'll try again, he misses it again. Dante with a rebound and the putback. Right corner, Gaines. Richardson running with him. Kenny pinned in the right corner, screened by Dante. Gaines attacks from the right side, kick out. Here comes Vinny for three, good! Gaines attacks inside. Vincent Williams was wide open in front of the Georgia bench. Less than 6.5 to play. Brantley on the dribble for the Dogs. Kills it. Feeds Mann right side. Skips a left-hand pass to Brandon Morris. Back to Mann. Mann going to dribble and drive. Jump pass into the corner. Here comes the three. Ball is good. Brantley hit a three. There you go, Slide.
I was feeling it, man. I was feeling it.
KCP for three. Count it. Yes, sir. Left wing three. He's got 19. Once kills the dribble. Passes it around Ellington, the defender, to KCP. Over to Mann. 7 seconds to play. They give it back to Kenny. Dogs looking at the clock, counting it down. Georgia's going to win a second road game, and they beat South Carolina right now, 67-56. Dogs steal the exit pass out of the post. Nemi Jurisic came up with a steal. Now Tennessee knocks it away from Caldwell Pope in the front court. Stolen away by Vinny Williams, and he's going to lay it in. They go back to Nemi. Shot fake from three. Going to dribble inside. Kick it to Cannon. Lay in good. Nice pass across the lane from Jurisic. Steal, KCP. He's going to go to the other end and dunk it. KCP with a steal just inside the half-court line. Tennessee calls a time. KCP's dunk gives Georgia an 8-2 lead. Timeout, 15:31 first half. Finds Mann high on the right side of the floor. Across to Gaines. Here comes a three. Banks it in good. Kenny Gaines kissed it off the glass for the first three of the game. Georgia basketball. Vinny, wide open three. Here it comes. Good. There it goes. KCP pivots around, looking, holding the ball high, 14 to shoot, steps to his left, here comes a three, that's good! Vincent Williams just inside the half-court line, right side of the floor, dumps it to Jurisic, here comes a three with 8 seconds, he good! He drained it! Vincent Williams and KCP on the floor. Vincent on the far side, through traffic, jump pass to KCP, wanted to shoot the three, now he will get in there, yes! and a timeout, Georgia. Kentavious. Vincent Williams will reset. Cannon with a screen. Then he drives around the defense. Inside, throws it up, and the kiss off the glass goes. Williams to Gaines. Shot fake from 3. Drives, step back on the baseline. Good! He knocked it down from 16 feet. A slim 3-point lead. Jurisic holds above the arc. Left-hand dribble. Kills the dribble. Skips it to the wing. KCP is there. Kentavious with 11 on the clock. Dribbles with the left hand. Down the lane. Floater. Rolls in there. Good. KCP gets it back on the wing with 13 on the shot clock. Left-hand dribble. Here comes a 3. Oh, baby! Yes, sir! Straightaway 3 is good. 52 seconds to go. A dagger from KCP. Georgia's going to win here in Knoxville. A rarity at Thompson Bowling Arena. Georgia 68, Tennessee 62 as the horn sounds. And the Dogs have won 4 straight in the SEC.
The Bulldogs extend their winning streak to 5 games after beating Texas A&M here at Stegman Coliseum on Saturday night. Bulldogs got off to a hot start with an 11-1 run and never looked back, leading the entire game.
The Dogs inbound the basketball, and we'll go to work again. Here's Morris on the left side, lobs it to the rim, alley-oop, dunk! To get this one started to Dante Williams. Morris with a nifty rainbow pass, a looping pass, and now Williams going to steal the ball. Vincent Williams to Morris, to Dante, there's no number 2! Man crossover through the defense, kicks it into the right corner to Morris. Jab step, now drive into the lane, puts it up with the left hand, it goes! He got fouled, count the basket, and to the line for the freshman Brandon Morris. Dogs working around to Gaines on the right side of the floor. Morris straight away, feed. Jurisic left low block, jump hook, right hand, good over a double team. 18-12, ball almost stolen by A&M on the far side. Dogs get it back. Nimi to the rim, lays it in, got hacked and tumbles to the floor. Count the baskets. He's 0 for 1 on that shot. 6 seconds to shoot. Vincent Williams with the ball, crossover, dribble drive to the rim, throws it up, kiss off the glass, good. It was on A. Turner, just not Elston. Jurisic left open for a 3, that's good. And A&M right now on a 9-2 run. Cannon jump pass cross court to Gaines. Gaines leans in for the jumper. Around the rim and out, no good. Tap in by Cannon, won't go. Jurisic finishes it off with an offensive rebound and a tap in. Behind a screen from Big Florvius. They go to Williams, across the top of the key. 8 on the shot clock. Vincent Williams looks at the clock. Kills the dribble. Here comes the 3. Good! He kind of had to shoot it, and thankfully it hit nothing but net. Rebound loose on the floor, picked up by Mann in the paint. Mann spins away from the defender, pushes across the timeline, down the lane, kick out Brantley. Here comes a 3, good! Sherrard, and a pat on the fanny from his head coach as he runs back to play some defense, and the Dogs lead it by 11. Jurisic will throw it in. A&M backs everybody up. Inbound to Williams. 4/10 gone. Ball game. Georgia 52 and A&M 46 as the Dogs lead from wire to wire and win a defensive struggle to capture their 5th consecutive win for the first time in a dozen years in league play. And the largest crowd of the season, Slon, letting the officials hear about it as they head for the exit.
Well, that was a slugfest. Really a physical game, hard-fought game. Both teams really defending. We had a lot of respect for Texas A&M's defense coming into the game. They guarded us very well. I thought our defense was pretty solid from start to finish. Real physical game, and really just our kids were hungry and made enough plays to win it. But you got to give A&M credit for playing super hard.
It was kind of nerve-wracking, knowing somebody as good as him, just playing you tight and not allowing you to score the ball. It's a great fun. It's great competition, and we did that tonight, and we just eliminated each other from scoring the ball.
Bulldogs look to make it 6 in a row on Tuesday night against Alabama here at Stegman. Tip-off's at 9 p.m., so be sure to stay logged on to GeorgiaDogs.com following the game for post-game highlights as well as interviews. For GTV, I'm David Hurst.
KCP on the right wing. Dribbles behind the screen. Dante was wide open, moving to the basket. We didn't get him the basketball. Hand off to Vinny. Now over to KCP. Here comes a three with 9 on the clock, and there it goes. First points of the game. Three-pointer by KCP. Man, Brantley, KCP, Jurisic, Dante Williams. The Dogs 5 on the floor, leading 3-0 over Alabama. Georgia basketball. Contavious goes in the right corner. Double team there. Jurisic wide open on the pick and roll. Lay-in good. Tim Dixon in for Georgia. Here's Nemi going to dribble and drive. Running lay-in good off the glass. Bama basketball. They work out of the corner and throw it away. Pass picked off by Vincent Williams. Vinny pushes it up the floor. Jump pass into the corner. Here's a Gaines three. Count it! Kenny Gaines with a three from the left side in front of the Bama bench. KCP right side in the corner. Dribbles it through the legs. Feeds it up the wing to Brantley. Go to Florvius. He almost knocked it into the backcourt. Retrieves the ball. Saves it from a turnover. Vinny finds Jurisic breaking to the basket. He catches and then lays it up and in. Shot clock at 6. Jurisic holds top of the key. KCP open three. Will it go? Yeah, he rattled it in there. Cross-court pass goes to Morris, who spins on the block, puts it up with the right hand. Good. Brantley left wing. Dribbles with his right hand. Now between the circles. Kills the dribble. Finds KCP at the foul line. Leans in. Flips it up off the glass. Good. Screen by Jurisic. They skip it to KCP. On the right baseline to Dante. Work the ball back. KCP. Here comes a three. Get in there. Yes, sir. Morris dribbles to the rim. Lay in. Oh, it hung on the back rim. And KCP got the tap in. Boy, it rolled like it was rolling in molasses. It just hung on the rim.
Made too many errors to win the game. And give Alabama credit. Both teams defended well. At the moment of truth, they made a couple baskets, and their offense was better than our defense there late in the game when we took the lead.
Williams, one-handed bounce feed to Dixon, right of the lane. He works down on the baseline, nothing there. Kick out to Dante. Jumper above the elbow is no good. Rebound Morris, spins in the lane, and it goes. Count the basket. Kind of a late call. Their guy tried to draw a charge. Dogs beat the press, throw it across the timeline to Dixon. Feed Brantley coming from the right side. Notice Kenny Gaines who checks in. 15-14. Rebels by a point, leading the Dogs here. Georgia with the basketball. Gaines to Brantley on the baseline, left side. Dante Williams, 12-footer, he knocks it down. That's the sweet spot for Dante. Dogs ball trailing 23-19. Here comes a three. KCP, that's too far. Rebound Dixon, nice rebound. Back out to Vinny Williams for a three. Good straight away. Gives it back to Vincent Williams between the circles. 12 on the shot clock to KCP. Look at the three, doesn't take it. Step back three. Now he will after hesitating and nothing but nets. Rainbow three from the left corner by Contavious. Knocked away by Ole Miss into the backcourt. Gaines hustles back for the ball. Dogs with the shot clock winding down. Williams gonna hit a three. Rebound. Pulled down by the Rebels. We strip it out of their hands. Dogs come up with the basketball. Williams to the rim. Oh! Two-handed dunk. Dante Williams. Low dribble. Beat it down low to Buckner. Back out front to Holloway. He's going to take a three. No. Flat off the back iron. Rebound Man. Man pushes it up the floor. The Dogs freshman will deliver it to the far side of the floor. It's KCP with the basketball. Gaines flashes out front. Takes the pass. Now going to dribble and drive. Finger roll. Good off the glass. Gaines took his man to the rim and laid it up. Down to 21. Feed it into Florvius. To Dante between the circles. The big man holding. To KCP who cuts down the lane. The runner from 8 feet is good. KCP's got 12. Dogs work on the offensive end, moving to our right. They're in red tonight. Dogs leading by 5. Contavious, here's a jumper right side. Good, it's a three.
Throw the dagger in, KCP.
Georgia basketball. We can quiet the crowd if we can score on this possession. Jurisic spins away from the defender. Moves down the right side of the lane. Nowhere to go with it. Kicks it out to Vincent Williams. 17, now less than that on the shot clock. Cross-court pass to Man. Charles holds. Screen by Jurisic. Man goes inside. Drives the lane. Wide open lay-in. Good. We've tied it again. 66. Lob it to the basket. And they tried to lob it up to Dante Williams. He flew in from the left elbow, and the pass was perfect. Ole Miss basketball. Summers on the left side, now on the right, inside the arc. Gives it to Holloway, spins down the left side of the lane. And Dante steals it, just blocked the shot, took it away. Feeds it to Man. Man kick out. Here's KCP, a short two. He knocks it down. And the Dogs grab the lead, 74-73. They led by 8 with 3:36 to go. Couldn't hang on to the game. And the clock runs out in overtime, and Ole Miss wins it. Under 16 minutes here in the half. Try to bounce handoff and almost got away from Jurisic, who spins, kicks out right baseline to Dante, comes in for the two-handed dunk, and he flushes it through. Vincent Williams is back in now for Georgia, so Gaines and Williams, Brantley, Florvius, and Jurisic. The Dogs 5 on the floor. Georgia trails by 5, 9-4. 13 on the shot clock. Brantley has the ball above the arc, drives inside the line, and kisses in a long two at about a 19-footer off the glass. Dogs ball, Man into the front court. Dogs work to our left. Dante Williams takes the ball from Man, hands it back to Charles. Feed it into Nimi Jurisic. He's triple team, quadruple team. Jump hook won't go. Tap in good by Dante. 28-15. Georgia trails by 13. 68 seconds to go in the half. Here's Vincent Williams and Brantley. Brantley open three. Here it comes, and there it goes. Good. Again, Arkansas leads 53-51. They double team. KCP, or rather Nimi, pass up the floor to Brantley. Feeds Vincent Williams to Dixon. Here's a two-handed dunk by Dixon, and we're tied again at 53. The Dogs beat the pressure. Vincent drives to the right, kills the dribble, skips it to Jurisic between the circles. They go on the far side of the floor. Here's Brantley across the lane. Kick out KCP for three. Good! First lead of the night with 2:28 to go. It's 56-53 Georgia. And a timeout Arkansas. Dogs with the ball. 10 seconds different shot clock and game clock. Contavious with the ball. Down deep. He gets it to go against the double team. 9 seconds to go. Young in the lane. Scoop shot. And it goes off the glass. 5 seconds to go. No timeout. Dogs inbounded to Vincent Williams. Dribbles it through traffic. Williams to the rim. Lay in. Oh, he missed it off the glass. No call at the end of the game. And that's the ball game. Arkansas wins it 62-60.
With 4 seconds left in regulation, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope hit a three-pointer to tie the game and force overtime against South Carolina here at Stegman Coliseum Saturday afternoon. Once in overtime, it was all Bulldogs as they carried that momentum to their 13th victory of the season.
Now kills the dribble, lobs it deep into the corner. KCP back on the bounce feed to Florvius, and the lay-in good off the square. There are the first points of the game at 17:41 to go in the half. There's a three by Carolina. That's no good by Ellington. Dogs rebound it. Brantley taps it out to Man. Man's on the move. Driving, lay-in good. Count the basket, and he got fouled. Blocking foul on South Carolina under the bucket. Fires to KCP on the right wing. Ellington guarding. Carolina's in a tight man-to-man. They feed it into Dixon on the right low block. He spins, jump hook off the glass, good. The junior guard, Brenton Williams, feeding to Eric Smith. They drop it down low to Kaichenis. He got in deep in front of Dixon, and an easy lay-in. Man with the ball slides into the front court up the near sideline. 17-15. We lob it into the block. Jurisic deep into the basket, makes the catch. They triple team him, kick it out to Dixon. He'll shoot from the foul line and knock down the 15-footer. Drives to the top of the key, crossover, skip it back to Man. 20 to shoot on this possession. Man with a left-hand dribble, hesitates now to the rim. They left him alone, and he got the finger roll right down the middle. It sat on the back iron for a minute and rolled through good for Charles. He's got 7 in the game. Dixon, high lob to KCP. The clock's at 6. The clock's at 5. KCP dribbles to his left. Here comes the three. Air ball put back by Morris. A reverse lay-in wouldn't go. He left it short off the rim, and that's the end of the half. They cut the lead in half. Here's KCP for a three. Good! Wow, that one barely moved the net. They play catch out on the perimeter. Ellington swings it to Williams. Here comes a three, left of the circle. Good. Now, all of a sudden, they're starting to connect. He dribbles to right, jump pass back out front. Brantley, here comes the three. He was wide open, left it short. Rebound, Nimi Jurisic, and the follow is good. 42-40. Carolina leads by 2. Akevicius passes. It's deflected and stolen by the Dogs. KCP to man around the defender, and the lay-in good. Running the 2-on-run break, and the Dogs get a basket in transition. 10 to shoot. Ellington dribbles slowly with the left hand. Guarded by man. They try to set a screen. Ellington goes right. Here comes the three. Good. Oh, that's a killer. Hand off to man. 12 to shoot. Man to KCP. There's the shot. There's the three. It's good! We're tied at 53. They ran the play beautifully. Above the arc on the left side, around the screen, to the basket, throws it up with one hand. It goes! He got the bounce and the rolls. Charles Mann with the ball, 7 to shoot. Back to Nimi, long, deep three. Good! Big, giant dagger right in the back. 30 seconds to play in overtime. Steal by Ellington. He gives it to Richardson. He drives. Oh, swatted away from behind. A nasty rejection by KCP.
I think South Carolina played pretty good, and made it hard for us. And even though we had a lead most of the first half, we missed a bunch of free throws, and we weren't playing, stellar basketball. But it certainly helps this group, because they did things right. And when they do things right, you want them to be rewarded. And so tonight they get that reward.
Bulldogs take it to the road next Wednesday against Vanderbilt for a 9 p.m. tip-off. Then they're back at home on Saturday against Tennessee for a 1:45 tip-off. Come out and support your Bulldogs here at Stegman or catch the game on GeorgiaDogs.com after the game for video highlights as well as post-game interviews. For GTV, I'm David Hurst.
Georgia with a 5-2 lead. Jurisic fakes the entry pass, keeps it out on the perimeter, sets the screen for Kentavious. He'll pop a three. Good! Straight away, NBA distance for Kentavious in his first points of the ball game. Morris with a jab step, then passes back to Mann, who calls the play. Dixon with a screen out front. Charles dribbles behind him, tried to kick it out. It bounced right off a Commodore player, back to Mann, and he turns and lays it up. Commodores play man-to-man defense. We handed it back off to Charles Mann to go to Brantley. Pump fake on the three, sent it into Jurisic. He got in deep, turns and spins, lays it up with one hand good. Dixon with a big board. We kick it back out above the arc. Mann has it in his hand. Right-hand dribble. Goes to Dante. Dante leans and drives to the right. Hands off to Dixon. He'll reverse it to Brantley. Catch, shoot, three. Good! Sherrard with a three. Pulled the trigger and knocked it down. 28-15 Georgia. He's got at least an assist, too, that I know of.
Yeah, he's done a good job on offensive glass. Third possession, he's safe for us.
Man, penetrate, kick out right side. There's a basket by Dixon. A soft touch on the baseline jumper. Dumps it to Henderson. Backs into the lane, turns to the baseline, jump up with the left hand, nowhere near. Rebound Dixon, that's his fourth. Up ahead to Mann, Charles sprints, kick out, Brantley for three, won't go. Rebound, Big Joe on Florvius, and the putback is good. Big Joe Flo with a bucket. Rebound, hands it off to KCP. Kentavious pushes it up the floor. Vanderbilt defense recovers. Brantley on the way. He holds. They go to the rim. Lob pass. Good to Florvius. He caught it, laid it up in one fell swoop. Georgia with a chance to pull within one if they connect on a three to make it a one-possession game regardless. But they got a score here. 58-54. Dogs trail. Man to Kentavious. He shoots the three after hesitating, and he drains it. Here we go. We inbound, bring it up the length of the floor. Mann will take it across the timeline through the star logo, middle of the floor, go to Jurisic. Jurisic with a dribble. KCP dropped the handoff, fires a three. Good! We're tied with a minute one to go. Kentavious with a huge three-pointer. He's got 20 in the ball game to go with 13 boards. 16 to play. Keidron Johnson across the timeline. Top of the key, dribbles with the left hand, feeds Dejon Parker. He holds it high on the left wing. He fakes. He dribbles to his right through the legs. He pivots. He goes on the far side. 3 seconds to shoot. Here's for the win. Bright hits it. Oh, he got the balance. And it went in with 6/10 of a second left. Rutherford. On a position for that three, lost the dribble. Dixon picked it up ahead to Gaines, and Gaines with a two-handed stuff on the other end for Georgia. Basahani's going to attack, one-handed floater, back iron, no good. Jurisic had the hand on the rebound. They hit his arm, but KCP was able to pick it up on the far side. Jurisic, long straightaway three, good! Man slams on the brakes, kicks it across the court to KCP. He drives, hooks it up with the left hand, off the glass, good. He drove diagonally through the lane, keeps it out on the perimeter. Man has it left wing to KCP. Drives in the lane, flips it up, good. And it's 28 to go in the half. Dogs need some more points here. 30-16. Jurisic finds Morris underneath. He pump fakes and lays it up reverse style from the left side. We inbound. KCP has to sprint back into the backcourt. Take the inbound feed from Man. Dogs work in the front court. Three by Jurisic. It's good! Oh, we use our last timeout. Nimmy with a big deep three from the right wing. Lead for Alabama. KCP, what are you doing? Oh, you're tying the game with a 30-footer. Holy smokes. We're tied at 58. 41 seconds to go. I don't believe it. We inbound to Jurisic. He gives it to Man. Clock at 13. Crowd starting to stand. Dogs can win it if they can score on this possession. Man looking at the clock. It's down to 6. It's down to 5. Screen by Jurisic. Man down the lane. He lost the ball. Alabama picks it up. 1 second to shoot. Rutherford from half court. Oh, my God. He hit it. He hit it at the buzzer. A half court three. I don't believe it.
Dana McGaw here at Stegman Coliseum, where Saturday afternoon the Georgia men's basketball team met with the Tennessee Volunteers for the second time this season. The Dogs getting the sweep over the Volunteers with a final score today of 78-68.
Tennessee with the basketball. We're scoreless, just underway here in Athens. Golden across to McRae. Here comes a three. There, it's good. Brantley with the ball, took a handoff, beats KCP, dumped down to Nimmy, left hand lay in, good.
They're trying to drive our four-man.
Dogs already with 6 turnovers. KCP off the screen, three-pointer straight away, good. KCP has trouble with the dribble on the wing, gets it up to Man. Dixon, Williams, Man, KCP, and Brantley. Man with a drive to the basket, and a scoop lay-in is good. Dogs 5 on the floor. KCP attacking left baseline. Oh, he drove from the left side and laid it in. A burst off the wing for Contagious. He's got 5. Won't go. Rebound tapped out. Williams is there to retrieve it. Beats Gaines. Right corner three. Line drive. No good. Flat. They were holding Cannon. He still got the rebound. And he put it back up and in. Cannon, they had one arm grabbing and tugging on him. He got the rebound and he spun and scored with a right arm. Soft jumper from the left baseline. Won't go. Nimmy gets the rebound. He fought for it and was able to get it into the corner. Hands it off to KCP. He's going to shoot the three. Good! Holy cow, what a shot! Here's Brantley. Lob it into the post. Nimmy with a one-handed grab. Oh, what a move! Woo-hoo! Oh, a spin move. He gave him a juke and drove to the basket and laid it up and in. Back to McRae, right wing. Crossover, long two, off balance, won't go. Rebound Man. Man pushes it up. 3 on 4, and this matchup, Brantley's going to shoot the three. A line drive that went. Sherrard didn't think it was going. He went back chasing after the ball. He was following the shot, but it went. Brantley takes a feed from Vincent Williams. Now sends it down to Dante. Dribbles in the lane. Puts it up with the right hand. All net good from 6 feet. Fires across to Vincent Williams on the left wing. He's guarded by Golden. To the basket. KCP wide open. Beautiful pass from Vincent. Diagonal across the lane. Brantley holds on the far side of the floor. Drives across against McRae. Runner in the lane. Left it short. Dogs rebound with Jurisic under the basket. Brantley shoot a three from the right side. That one rattles through there good. Sherrard with his second three-pointer. Hands it off to Vinny Williams. Fire to the near side to KCP. McBee's guarding him. Pull-up jumper is good. A three-pointer. He gave McBee a little shake and bake and then popped the three right in his chops. Tennessee ball. McRae three. Right side good. And the Vols lead. McRae with the ball. We intercept the pass. Man tipped it. Stolen. Man. Crossover dribble. Kick out. Gaines for 3. Here it comes. There it goes. Three-pointer. Kenny Gaines. Right corner three. Here's KCP. It's good! Near sideline, we find Jurisic into the lane. Jump pass to Kenny Gaines. Open three. Good! Gaines wide open. For the Chivas. He dribbles to the left edge of the lane, then threw it away. Picked up by Mann. He scoops it to KCP. The lay-in goes.
And I was really proud of our team. I was proud of our crowd because we beat a good basketball team today. We beat a terrific basketball team that's fighting to get in postseason and should go to postseason. So it's a great victory for Georgia, and we feel good about it.
With the win, the Dogs are now 8-8 on the season in SEC play. The Dogs will return to action Thursday night back here in Stegeman Coliseum for the last home game of the regular season, taking on the Kentucky Wildcats beginning at 7. For GTV, I'm Dana McGaugh.
Hello there, Naja Bradley for GeorgiaDogs.com. Tonight's matchup against the Kentucky Wildcats marks the last time that seniors Vincent Williams, John Florvius, and Sherrard Brantley will play here in Stegeman Coliseum. It was their senior night. The game started out very defensive with 7 lead changes, a ton of fouls, and a slew of missed opportunities on Kentucky's part at the foul line. In the second half, the Bulldogs came out hot at the rim, being very offensive and ultimately coming up the win with a 72-62 final score.
Cats with a 2-0 lead. Georgia's first possession of the game. Dante holds it with one hand, high above the circle. He goes left to Vincent Williams. 12 on the shot clock. Brantley off the curl, going to shoot a 3. Good. Sherrard with a fist pump. His first shot goes. Cats lead by 6. They're on a 9-2 run right now. Georgia had a 5-4 lead. 11:40 to go first half. Vincent Williams for 3. Good. We had Dante and Nimi grabbing at it, but Wilcher kept it. And Kentucky with a running layup attempt. Goodwin on the run. Missed it badly, or maybe we blocked it off the glass. I didn't see it on the other end. It's going to be Charles Mann running a layup up and in off the window, and he got fouled on the play. Finds Caldwell Pope with 15 on the clock. Vincent holds it now, holds it high, fakes the pass, gets a screen from Dixon, nowhere to go. Finds Brantley, open 3, good! Brantley wide open. He drained it from the top of the key, the senior with his second 3 of the game, and Georgia extends the lead to 4 with less than a half a minute to go. Polson with the ball in the center circle, goes to Mays, left side. They send it down to Wilcher. Left to the lane, works against Dixon. Wilcher going to put it on the floor. We swipe at the ball, leans in. He got by Dixon and leaned it in with 6 seconds to go. Dogs inbounded quickly. KCP up the floor. Long 3. Oh, around the rim and good from the hash on the far side of the floor. Right on the sideline. He drained a 30-footer. At least it went around the rim and fell through. And the Dogs go into the locker room on that note. Jurisic holds, feeds KCP on the right wing. Dribbles to his left, Mays chases after. Down the lane, lets it fly, draws iron, no good. Rebound. Outlet by Kentucky, stolen by Mann. They give it to Florvius, and he flies in for a monster two-handed dunk. Big John, that's the dunk of the year for the senior. Goodwin with the basketball, dribbles to the right, runs into the defender, loses it. Dogs with a steal, Morris pushes it up for Georgia. Brandon Morris down the lane, and lays it up and in with the spin off the glass, good, and the foul. To Charles Mann, he dribbles it out of trouble. Clock at 12 now, screened by Dante. He rolls to the basket. Here's an alley-oop lob and a two-handed flush. Oh, alley-oop, baby. Mann to Dante, and it's 44-34. Georgia's 3 seniors playing their last home game for the Bulldogs. And all 3 contributors tonight. Nimi Jurisic, deep 3 right of the circle, good. Mays to Wilcher's asking for the ball. Cross court to Polson, here comes a 3. Short and to the right. Rebound tapped by Dante. Up ahead to Mann. Here's KCP for the two-handed demo. Jurisic inbounds to Vincent Williams, back to Nimi, over to Gaines, and he'll take it into the front court. They feed KCP on a running two-handed dunk. That's a way to beat some pressure. Polson gets the rebound. His putback is short. That's the ball game. Georgia has beaten Kentucky tonight here at Stegeman Coliseum. The final score, the Bulldogs 72 and Georgia 62. The Dogs climb back to the 500 mark overall at 15-15.
Well, really a hard-fought game. 2 really good defensive teams. That's a terrific win for our team. I thought our kids played really hard. We thought one of the keys was going to be to rebound the ball in the second half. We didn't feel like we rebounded it well in the first half. I thought we defended pretty well, but we're starting to show signs that we're growing up. We had a great crowd, and we had a great crowd last week against Tennessee, and it makes a huge difference when you have that. And I'm disappointed that somebody gave their seats to somebody in a blue shirt over there on the first row, but I'm really proud of the kids that wore red and black tonight. And that's a great win versus a terrific team, a well-coached team, a team that's had to reinvent themselves after the loss of maybe the #1 pick in the NBA draft. So you got to give Kentucky staff and their team a lot of credit and respect also.
The Bulldogs head to Tuscaloosa this Saturday to take on the Crimson Tide at 4 o'clock. Be sure to log on to GeorgiaDogs.com for the highlights after that game, and be sure to stay logged on for all of your updates as the men travel to Nashville for the SEC tournament. For GTV, I'm Naja Bradley.
KCP with the ball, sends it into Dante, broke away from O'Brien, turns and lays it in, up an easy lay-in. O'Brien pulls his way into the lane, kick out Coleman, wide open three is good from the right corner. There was nobody within his zip code. Carmouche moves to his right and his left, kicks it into the corner. Here's Coleman for another three, and it's good. As the Dogs have trouble getting it across the half-court line against LSU pressure. Up ahead is KCP for a three. That's no good. The rebound and the putback by Vincent Williams is good. Man has it left wing to KCP behind a curl and a screen and knocks down a two in the circle. Good. Man with a rebound. He turns and hustles up floor. Georgia has numbers 3-on-2. Kick out Contavious for three. Good from the left wing. LSU leads by 13. Dogs have the ball. Man, KCP. Stringer gets out on him. They screen for Contavious, and he hits a three. That screen by Jurisic gave KCP just enough daylight to knock down another three. But we'll take it. Dogs work. Gaines gets in deep penetration and lays it up good. Horn was going off just as O'Brien was letting the ball fly out of his hands. KCP for three. Good! He hit a three from the right wing. The Dogs are down 4. 63-59, 6 to shoot. Stringer, crossover dribble. Here comes a three with a defender in his face, and he hit it. Oh, that's a dagger. 33 seconds to go. Gaines was right on him, and Stringer hit a big three for LSU.
We really fought back courageously, but we just can't wait that late in the game to start playing like that. And so you have to give their team credit and wish them well.
We slowed down. We know we came here to play for a purpose, and we had to just come out and play well the second half, and we had to be tough and just ready to play.
It's difficult. Definitely, I think we had a chance. We had a great chance to play in this SEC tournament and win the games. And the way we finished the regular season, I think, gave us some confidence. But as he said, we didn't came out ready the first half, and we really fought hard. Second half, give everything we had, but it didn't exactly end up how we wanted. But